Hello everyone, myself Muthumadimida from first sem History St. Mary's College Autonomous. Now I am going to present the topic about introduction of Western education, government education, professional and technical education and female education. The Charter Act of 1600 authorized the London merchants to establish a company to maintain trade relations with India. The first school was established in 1717 at Kadalur in Madras Presidency. Irrespective of caste, religion, the school permitted all sections of their pupils. The schools were started in Tanjore, Sivagangai, Ramnath, Trichy and Nagapattinam by the hard effort of Father Squads and missionaries of Madura Mission. Charter Act of 1813 and education. The Charter Act of 1813 was considered as the milestone in the history of Indian education. Based on the provisions of this act, the government allotted a sum of ₹1,00,000 for the education of the pupil. And moreover, the missionaries were also permitted to start schools. With a view to publish standard and secular books, a school book society was constituted in 1819. For this society, Sir Thomas Munro allotted ₹700. This committee submitted also a report on education to the board of directors. Finally, it was decided in 1835 to impart European system of education for the upliftment of Indians. With report and recommendation, Sir Charles Wood acted as a chairman of the board of control. He was very much interested in promote the education of India, so that he submitted a report to the government in 1854. And also this report contains a various recommendation to the government. It contains to form a department of education in every provinces, and also suggested to encourage private sector to start educational institutions and to start universities at Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, that is modeled on London University, and also requested the government to start native schools for the benefit of the common people. The report demanded the government to implement the grant in aid system in India, especially in the Madras Presidency, and also mentioned the medium of instruction. The government also accepted the demands of the Wood and decided to start universities at Madras, Bombay and Calcutta. For this purpose, an act was enacted by the Indian Constitutional Council, and based on this act, the University Board High School was converted into Madras University in 1857. And later this was known as the Madras Presidency College. Only the highly qualified and efficient persons were appointed as principals in these colleges. E.P. Powell was appointed as the first principal of the Presidency College at Madras. Hence, the scholars and statesmen considered this report as the Magna Carta in the history of education in India. Women education. Till the arrival of the Europeans, only less importance was given to the education of the women in Tamilnadu. So, knowing the backwardness of the women, British government wanted to uplift the women education. So that in 1868, the central government sanctioned a grant for ₹12,000 to every province to start educational institutions for women, so that the separate schools were started for girls. As they showed much interest in education, the number of girls' schools and colleges were also increased considerably. Particularly at the end of the 19th century, 34 high schools and 3 colleges were also started for the women in Tamil Nadu, and also the colleges and schools were doubled in the 20th century. Professional education. The need for the technical and professional education led to the creation of specialized institutions. The College of Engineering in Guindy is one of the oldest engineering colleges in India. Medical education began with the Madras Medical College. During the post-independence, Tamil Nadu became a hub for professional education with numerous engineering, medical, law and agricultural universities and colleges. Technical education. Besides literary education, government also gave due encouragement to technical education because to enhance job opportunities and industrial output. To implement the system effectively, a committee was also constituted under the chairmanship of Abbott and Wood. These technical experts submitted a report to the government. The report recommended the government to start job-oriented technical courses in schools and colleges. So that the government also accepted the recommendation of the committee, but due to the outbreak of the Second World War, the proposals of the committee were not implemented by the government. Then the government of India, with a view to improve technical education, constituted a committee under the chairmanship of John Sergeant. The committee submitted its report in 1944. This report encouraged the technical education. It suggested the government to start separate job-oriented technical courses at the high schools and university levels. The government accepted the suggestion of the report and adequate attention was given to improve the technical education. After the independence, Government of India paid special interest for the growth of education and various committees were constituted for this purpose. Especially in 1948, a commission on university education was constituted under the chairmanship of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan with a view to suggest to the government a drastic changes to be effected into the system of university education in India. The government submitted its report in 1949 and it recommended numerous fruitful suggestions. Among them, the most important was the formation of Union Grants Commission in 1959. It was formed with the view to coordinate the activities of the universities in India and to promote the methods of teaching, examinations and researches. These are all about the government education, Western education, professional and technical education and female education. Thank you.